The transmission had been clear, broadcast across every frequency the Kethvar could access. Humanity extends one final warning. Withdraw from the outer colonies within 72 standard hours. Any aggression towards civilian populations will be met with total retaliation. Commander Zextal had laughed, his mandibles clicking in amusement as he crushed the receiver beneath his armored fist. The humans were soft, weak creatures who had stumbled into space barely a century ago. What could these pink, fleshy bipeds possibly do against the might of the Kethvar Dominion, conquerors of 17 star systems? Let them come, he had declared to his war council. We'll show them what real predators look like. That was 6 months ago. Now, as Zextal huddled in the ruins of his command bunker on Kepler 442b, he understood the true meaning of terror. The humans hadn't come with massive fleets or grand declarations. They had come like shadows in the night, like a plague that consumed everything in its path. Where the Kethvar expected honorable warfare, battle lines, siege tactics, the ancient codes of engagement, they found something far more terrible: humans unleashed. The first sign had been the silence. One by one, Kethvar outposts simply stopped responding. No distress calls, no battle reports, just static where voices should have been. When reconnaissance teams arrived, they found structures intact but empty, as if entire garrisons had simply vanished into the void. Then came the discoveries. Kethvar soldiers found suspended in crystalline pods, kept alive but unconscious, their memories harvested and uploaded to human data banks. Others were left as warnings, modified, altered, their own neural implants turned against them, broadcasting their final moments of horror across all frequencies. The humans had studied them, learned from their mistakes in those outer colonies where Kethvar forces had shown no mercy to civilian. Populations. They had taken notes, made calculations, and decided that conventional rules of war no longer applied. Zextal's own nephew had been returned to him as a message. The young warrior's carapace had been inscribed with human symbols, coordinates and dates of every atrocity the Kethvar had committed. But he was alive, technically. The humans had replaced his warrior's pride with paralyzing fear, his killer instinct with an overwhelming need to flee. A broken predator, reduced to prey. The psychological warfare was surgical in its precision. Humans had infiltrated Kethvar communications, flooding their networks with recordings of their own war cries, but slowed down, distorted, turned into funeral dirges. They projected holographic images of Kethvar younglings in the void of space, calling out for parents who would never come. Zextal had tried to rally his remaining forces, to make a stand on this world they had claimed as their own. But his warriors were already gone, fled in stolen ships toward the galactic rim. Even his most loyal commanders had abandoned their posts when the humans began broadcasting detailed schematics of their personal dwellings back home, complete with the daily routines of their families. Now, alone in the darkness, Zextal heard them coming. Not the thunder of boots or the roar of engines, but something worse, the soft whisper of footsteps that shouldn't exist in vacuum, the gentle hum of machinery that defied physics. The humans had learned to hunt in ways that violated every natural law the Kethvar understood. A light appeared at the entrance to his bunker. Not harsh and blinding, but warm and inviting, terrifyingly human in its gentleness. A voice followed, speaking perfect Kethvar, inflected with the accent of his home world. "Commander Zextal," it said, almost kindly. "You were warned. Your people ignored that warning. Now you understand, when humans remove the gloves, there is no mercy underneath. Only efficiency." The light drew closer, and Zextal finally understood what his species had awakened in the darkness between the stars.